Whoa. Hello, hello. Um, there's not many people here, but I'm gonna be doing a Dark Souls 3 sorcery only run. Like a run through, I guess you could say. Not really though. I've done this before. Once or twice maybe even. And I'm sure it's gonna be interesting. I have quite a bit of experience in this game, so I think it'll be at least slightly interesting to watch. Maybe. I'll probably turn up the audio a bit. There's something to listen to. Oh, that's fine, probably.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Surely this is gonna work great. Maybe actually I should possibly update my description. See if I can do that real quick. Well, if I can, I'm not sure how to do it on the fly, so we'll roll with this. Thought about maybe putting in some tags or something. That's fine. For sure. I mean, young white branch is just kind of a given. I don't know. It's been a while since I've done a run where I don't start with a young white branch. I mean, surely we create a new character, right? Like a completely new look. See what's nice to start with. Serpentine Traveler. Sure. We'll make a sickly thin person. That just resets. Okay, that kind of sucks. An old man with a young voice. The golden voice. And of course, thick body hair. Let me think. Feel like everything but the head to Sarah, right? Jesus. This man looks very frail, that's why he has to use magic. He has no physical abilities. But his mind is as sharp as ever. Okay. Surely this is like a wizened haircut. Like a man who's seen a lot, experienced a lot. White hair. Thick eyebrows, which are also great. Yeah, and the moustache. Sure. And of course now comes the main attraction. Quick intermission, sorry. Yeah, you can do this for a while, and sometimes it gets better, sometimes it gets worse. I feel like DS2 and 1 had a better similar face or randomized face feature. Especially DS1, you can make some wonderful specimens. Just trying to give me like a grumpy old man look, which is fine, I guess. Kind of what I was going for anyway. Should probably make like a auto hotkey script or something which would just automatically randomize the face for me, because like I don't know if it's gonna get any better than this. It's not great, but very masculine. I feel like the weak emphasis is surely the way to go. The yellow skin is not my favorite, to be honest. It doesn't actually seem to change anything. Almost. Let's see if I can. Cheek color. Well, if the game ordains it, this shall be my character. So right away I'm just throwing these away. Don't need them. Will never need them. Sorcery is a bit interesting because you can't with other magic types you almost always use the Saint Belvine chime, I think it was, in your offhand just for the cast speed. But if you want the maximum damage with the sorcerer, you have to have the Scholar's Candlestick in your other hand, so it's kind of annoying. So we probably will have to maybe level some dexterity, because the base cast speed is dreadful. It would be quite a challenge to use that purely. So I'm thinking, see, this crystal lizard, this ravenous crystal lizard, gives like 4,000 souls, which might not seem like a lot, but that's quite a bit more than Eudex Gundyr, and early game that does make a difference, definitely. So magic does nigh like no damage to him. So the only real strategy here is going to be to bait him off the edge here, which shouldn't be too bad, to be fair. ¿Cómo estás? Jesus. Oh, running ballad. Oh wait, that's gonna reset his position. I mean, so with dying, I suppose. Oh, yeah, well, that's what it is. It's not like anyone's watching this anyways. Ooh. Wait, actually, I think I have to... Yes. Okay. Might have to edit the stream elements a bit. Have to get the overlay a bit to change the position of the overlay so it doesn't interfere with my soul counter. Like, it is a bit transparent, but I feel like it shouldn't take too long. Surely won't take too long. You can just drag it up here, right? Yeah, how's this look? Yeah, that looks better. That's definitely better. Okay. Round 2, I suppose. This dude is a bit of a menace, and just to show you, yeah, 14 damage. This is not happening with magic. So we're gonna have to use a bit of the Elden Ring gravity magic to borrow some gravity magic spells. You might be thinking this isn't worth it, and you're probably correct. However, sunken cost fallacy and whatnot, so I'm already committed. Gee, nice. Yeah, he doesn't really want to do the roll attack if you want him to do it. Seems the chat is very active today. I have such a lively community here. Yeah. So Udex Gundyr with spells is nothing special really. It's pretty easy. Oh, had a bit of a lag spike there. I don't think my cast speed is fast enough to get the parry hit there with the heavy soul arrow, so I think I can just... Ooh, not a transformation yet. Nice. This is gonna transport me. And it's as easy as that. I can't believe you're streaming again, says Suslik Sotera. Suslik Sotera Sus. If I remember correctly, that's how you pronounced it, yeah. Yeah, I'm streaming again, yeah. I thought about continuing Vintage Story, but then I got a spark of inspiration too. And thought about playing Dark Souls 3 instead. It's a game I have so many hours in that, you know, it's like the back of my hand. But I don't know if I've done like a very well optimized wizard build. Sorcery only build. You can go two ways with sorceries. You can go with the dark sorceries like Great Soul Dregs, which is a very good spell. Or you can go the full-on magic route, which I'm going to be doing both. It shouldn't be too much of a difference. All that's gonna change is me either using the magic clutch or the dark clutch ring, which both are actually in a very exactly in the same part of the progression system. Once you get past the Irithil gate, you'll be able to get both quite easily. So that shouldn't really be a much of a problem.
Ashma.
Oh, what a nice round number, 7,500. So I think 3 Ashen Estus is gonna be fine to start out with. Yeah. So the funny thing is, upgrading your staves, your catalysts in this game is actually not that important. Levels affect your damage a lot more, your spell buff a lot more than
Farewell, Ashen
upgrades to your staff or your catalysts. So we could do early dancer, but we also kind of don't have to because of that. Whereas if you had like used a normal weapon, especially a twinkling titanite or demon titanite weapon, that would be like a lot more advantageous to do dancer early. The upgrade levels affect the scaling a lot more. So I'm thinking it's probably there's not too good of a reason to level the normal sorcerer staff in the beginning anyway. So we do want to get I'll probably get it to like +4 maybe, and then definitely won't use any chunks on it. Just because the court sorcerer staff is not too hard to get. It's not too far in the game. It's like halfway through, if you don't consider the DLCs. So here I'm thinking I should probably get the Estus Shard. Ashen Estus in base game it's not that important. Maybe not even for the the final bosses, because they don't have that much HP, all in all. But the DLC bosses, especially the Demon Princes and Sister Fried, like you have to have a lot of flasks for those guys. They have like 3 phases basically, 3 health bars you have to deplete. And as I say that, just completely on autopilot, I think I ran past the shard. Okay, I mean we can get it later. It's not that important right now. Yeah, it's quite fast to get. Oh, I also have to rescue Grey Rat, which I don't usually do, but it's gonna be very important for me to get the Scholar's Candlestick this time. As that's, I think, like a 15% buff to spell damage, which is huge. Very big. I wonder if Emma has high magic resist or not. Not actually certain. Okay. Wonder if I can pre-aim his face. Oh, certainly not there. That looked like a headshot, but didn't do like increased damage. I wonder if it really was. I wasn't sure if that would stun him. Ooh! What a freaking clutch. What a clutch. Well, I mean, it's Vort. What do you expect? It's gonna be a fast fight. It's gonna be an easy fight. Even with fists, it's not too bad. Which I've done a fist only run. Though I mean, if you play even decently well, you shouldn't really even see the second phase of Fort anyway. But the second phase is really where the battle starts, because you can't just strafe the attacks anymore. You have to be very specific with your movements. Magic has like a very strong early game in this game. Is extremely strong compared to the other, well, I guess DS1 also, but compared to DS2 and Elden Ring, I'd say. But the problem in this game is mid-game. Like, bosses just get so resistant. I think Cyrus is very resistant, and then, of course, Aldrich is extremely resistant. And Twin Princes aren't weak to magic either, so. Also Sister Fried is quite resistant. Don't know about Gale. But Medea is very resistant to magic too. He's just generally very resistant to different elemental types. But there is a fun strat that I'm gonna try with Medea. You'll see that when we get there. And I am gonna do all bosses, because in this game all bosses isn't too bad. It's not like Elden Ring or DS2, where all bosses takes a long time. In case there is someone watching, how has your day been? Chat. Souls content is so saturated these days that honestly bothering to look at someone's stream is already an effort. Let's just say there's so many good Souls creators out there, and it's not like Sorcery only is a challenge run or some sort of interesting novel idea. It's been done a lot. Like most the things you can imagine have been done in this game. Like no hit fist only. NG +7 unupgraded weapon soul level 1. No hit has been done. By Gino, of course. Doing something new in this game is, well, I don't even know what would be some interesting idea that hasn't been done. Maybe like hitless to New Game +7. But I feel like that's probably been done by someone. That wouldn't be that interesting, I feel like. Because any percent hitless in this game, it's not easy. It's one of the hardest Souls title to, from soft title to no hit. But it's any percent is really fast in this game, so to NG +7 it wouldn't take too long. I would guess it would take somewhere like 10 hours maybe, something like that, which all in all is not very long at all. Walk along now. The pathing here is like very strange. They can get those enemies, the group of enemies can get stuck in a random place sometimes. These guys are also very weird. Oh, he's following me. That's not good. You can frame trap you there, but it's quite rare. Rip. Sorcery in this game really opens up after you defeat deacons and abyss watchers. Before that, it's kind of, it's good, but you don't have a lot of options, because like you're not gonna be using Farron Flashbolt and or Farron Bolt or the Farron Flash Sword, which I did do a Farron Flash Sword only run. It wasn't too bad, but it's no Carrion Slicer. It's just clearly worse than a lot of the other sorcery options. And it's very weak early on. Actually, I'm thinking, is there a point in getting the different the Flynn's ring and stuff? I think it only affects physical damage, so surely it's fine. I'm not gonna be using Chloranthy most likely anyway. Want to kill this guy just in case I get a storyteller staff drop, which would be insane. It's a pretty low chance. Worth trying though. Definitely worth trying. I guess the storyteller staff wouldn't be sorcery only if I use the weapon art, but yeah. Okay, I won't even try then. Just me talking to myself. Wunderbar. Ooh, full damage cancel. I don't think my second monitor chat doesn't seem to be updating. I have to get to the bonfire and then I'll fix that. Oh my god. Legendary teleporting dogs. You can just... It's so shameless, you can just see them teleporting right in front of you. Amazing. I'm just checking my chat on my second monitor. Oh, okay. Yeah, I sorry. Suslik. Sutera Sus. Yeah, I missed a bunch of your chats. Sorry. Hitless blindfolded while cooking a Michelin star quality dinner. Great video idea. Yeah, honestly, to be fair, that's probably done. People have done like dance pad runs of this game and Guitar Hero controller, hitless blindfolded, I think. Upside down, camera flipped, all sorts of, while being sleep deprived. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the extreme, like extremely gimmicky runs, like, oh, I'm using a Guitar Hero controller or a dance pad or something. I'm playing 2 games at the same time. I feel like those kind of almost meta challenges are kind of lame. I feel like in-game, almost challenges that are kind of designed to be in-game are much more interesting than like meta challenges. Like, oh, I'm playing with 5 frames per second and with a very low quality and a texture pack installed that makes enemies invisible or something like that. I mean, the invisible enemies part is kind of interesting, I suppose. What is your unpopular opinion about Dark Souls 3? Well, I have quite a few. I think one of the... I guess this doesn't really only pertain to Dark Souls 3, but the Dark Souls 3 isn't the best Souls game, as a lot of people tend to think. I think it's weaker than Dark Souls 2, for example. I think the areas are just very tedious to go through. The builds are very similar. I never feel like I'm doing something different if I use a different weapon from a different weapon class. Feels very similar, and every weapon feels like a different sort of paddle. Just a different, not even different flavor, just a different texture. No weapon is, apart from the Celsor's Twin Blades, is like extremely overpowered. And there's not very much build variety. Like, Celsor's Twin Blades is just so much, just really above everything else in a way that makes it very uninteresting. Like in Elden Ring, for example, you have so much build variety. You can use so many different strategies to make a very powerful build. So you can try so many things, and that's why I think Elden Run is far better for challenge running than Dark Souls 3. There's so much less you can do. Also, the world design in Dark Souls 3 is very poor, I feel. There are cool areas. They're very cool areas. Like Grand Archives is one of my favorites. in the Soul series. But it's very linear. Like, you can kill Dancer early. That's one of the only things I can think of. And even then, you can go to Dragon Slayer Armor or Untended Graves, but that's it. They're just dead ends. Can't go any further from there. In Dark Souls 2, if you want to, you can just farm souls to get into Shrine of Winter, and you have so much more freedom. And in Elden Ring, of course, you can just do whatever. DS1 world design is also very open and very vertical and rewarding. This game is very horizontal. Extremely. You can even see every area from the starting point. From High Wall. Because they're all just horizontally situated in different pockets. I get that it's kind of the idea of the game that different kingdoms, different realms are merging together, so you have these like stranded islands of areas that just are not very well connected. I still feel like it feels kind of rushed. There's not much freedom in DS3. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Which makes it just, you have a pretty consistent experience between people who play it. But it's also just, for replays, it's kind of bland. If this game didn't have bosses that are as good as they are, this game would not work. I mean, who enjoys going through Irithyll or running for 20 minutes through Karthus and Farron Keep, and just between Vort and the next boss you're doing, there's such a big downtime, and then at some point it feels like you're just doing a boss rush. It feels very unbalanced progression. World progression, I guess you could call it. But I mean, the combat is very, very solid. The combat is extremely good. And the bosses are very, very good. There are only a few bosses that aren't very good in this game. And those would be like Deacons or Osiris. I really don't like Osiris. Gravetender tends to get lumped in with also like subpar bosses, but I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I think Gravetender is, well, the ads are very annoying. The wolves in the start. Fight itself is quite unique. I feel like the wolf has a simple but fun moveset. The Gravetender himself is completely awful, of course. He is an NPC. Oh, Half-Light, of course. Yeah, Half-Light is also in this game. Yeah, Half-Light is the worst boss. I think one of the worst bosses they've ever made. In fact, I like Half-Light less than I like Gideon in Elden Ring, and that's saying something. But yeah, that's just... I'm not even sure if that's a very unpopular opinion, to be fair. But the unpopular part is that DS2 is better. It's more interesting, it's more engaging. Even if you feel like the boss numbers are inflated, which in some ways, I guess, yeah, there are quite a few throwaway bosses, especially in Elden Ring, of course, but I feel like DS2, most of them aren't that annoying. There are a few like Rat Authority and Vanguard, or the Wolf Rat dude with the toxic ads in it. But generally, even bosses like Prowling Magus and Congregation, which has been a joke for a long time now, the Souls community is just not even that annoying. It's not a great fight, of course, but it's not offensive. It's not like Half-Light or like Osiris. Oh god, okay, I messed this up. Fine. I'm not doing hitless anyway. Oh, magic's actually pretty good against these guys. Another unpopular opinion would be that DS2 looks better visually. Now yes, a lot of the models aren't as detailed and there are some very janky looking things in DS3, but or DS2. I feel like in general it looks cleaner, it looks more cohesive, and the main thing I want to point out is that the anti-aliasing in DS3 is just awful. You have to play it in like 4K and use downsampling to make it bearable. Okay, I fell into this trap here. Yeah, this is not great, man. This is not great. I really wanted to melee them. Well, what can you do? This isn't the first time I've died to slugs. Okay, far from it. Yeah, oh no, yeah, Deathless Run, gone. It's a shame. Really is a shame. And it's all arbitrary anyway. If this was DS2, that'd be a different story, because in DS2 you get a special ring for doing Deathless, which is like such a cool reward for doing the challenge run. And there's also the no bonfires challenge run, which gives you a special reward, which is such a cool idea. It's like they made the game, they designed the game to have a very unique and difficult challenge in some ways throughout, and they gave you actual in-game rewards for it, which the rings aren't like useful, but just the fact it could be like a fucking rock or whatever. The reward doesn't matter. It's about the journey, right? It's that they have designed a challenge, made something that's difficult, that requires patience, and that requires routing and thinking. And they've rewarded players for it, and they've designed the game around, or they've made the challenge that works in that context, which is something that Dark Souls 3 is missing, and I mean Elden Ring at DS1 as well, of course. Just the problem with DS3 is that it has no replay value in the new game plus cycles. There's no reason to do new game plus in this game. Wow, you get like Stoneplate Ring +1 or +2. Well, that's amazing. It's completely useless. The rewards just aren't worth it. And the enemy placements are the same, everything's the same. In DS2 there are new enemies, enemy placements are different, even boss fights are changed, which is pretty crazy. It adds a lot of excitement, I feel like, a lot of replay value. So there's basically no reason to go into New Game Plus in this game. Long story short, DS3 sucks. Well, I wouldn't say it sucks. It's a fun game. I've got more hours in it than DS1 probably. Maybe, I'm not sure. The bosses are fun. There's so much, there's a very high skill ceiling compared to like DS1, I'd say. And in some ways DS2, I guess. Because the combat is a lot more responsive and the movesets are a lot more complex. But build-wise, game knowledge-wise, there's a lot to learn in every game, in every Souls game. But build-wise, this game is so... oh my god. This is just some grey day RNG here. Starts with the undodgeable rock breath attack and then grabs me. Amazing. Damage isn't too bad, I guess. Cast speed sucks even with Sage's Ring. Like, Sage's Ring isn't amazing, but it only gives you, I think, plus 30 virtual dexterity. Which the cap is 40 or 50, I'm not sure. Anyway, it occupies the ring slot, which is much better served other places. I don't even know what would be a safe attack window. Okay, this definitely. I think I can get 2 attacks here. Whoa. What a good box. This is just going great. I don't play ranged in this game too often, so I don't know the openings and the way to play ranged. I mean, this is just pure copium, but this man has seen some stuff. He's very wise. Old and wise. Ancient, even. I think after I kill this dude, I have to take a bit of a toilet break. Sorry. No, frick, no! 10,000 souls gone. No freaking way. Yeah, you know, it's not too often he starts with that attack, and it is undodgeable to my knowledge. I don't think I've ever been able to dodge it when I'm far away from him. That's just sucks. 10,000 souls gone. Early game in this game, you need the souls. You definitely need the souls. And because I'm playing mage, I have to pump a lot of levels to intelligence, and also I have to buy a few spells in the start, which does require some surplus. He usually opens up at this point. I have no clue why he decided not to do it. No, you don't. You can strafe most of this guy's attacks, but completely smoked by him twice in a row. Nervous. I usually break his legs, but this time, I mean, it's probably not gonna happen. I feel it kind of makes him harder to fight. He has this very long combo. You can't riposte him automatically when you destroy his legs, but he kind of gains a very crazy wombo combo. Thinking, not quite sure what route to do even. I'm not gonna do early dancer, that's for sure. That won't like get me anything, basically. Like Osiris, yes, and Crystal White Dragon's Breath, I think it's called. That's not a very good spell in my opinion, though. Not much of a point to going there very early. Oh, early. Please don't go away. Thank you. Before I forget it, I have to go get Grey Rat. But before that, I'll go to the toilet, I think. Yep. Sorry. Woo, I'm back. Feel like I should maybe have some music or something for the be right back screen. Haven't been able to figure that out. I mean, the streaming thing is kind of a an experiment anyway. It's kind of something I thought I'd do for fun because I mean, I've been watching live streams for years. And yeah, thought it would be interesting to try it myself. I think I need to charge my controller. Wait a second. Now I'm back. Okay. Yes, Grey Rat, of course. Yeah, I forgot. So the thing with Grey Rat is we want him for the Scholar's Candlestick, yeah. It's kind of an essential item, in fact.
Did what?
I mean, we can get it +4, why not?
Pretty.
+4 is gonna be more than enough to do all the bosses before we get the Court Sorcerer stuff. Yeah, probably should have grabbed the tower bonfire here for Grey Rat. Oh well, that's like a minute of running. Not too bad. I'm thinking, should I try to farm for the Symbol of Avarice? Just for the extra souls. Because in a run like this, the extra souls are gonna be important. It's not like the farm takes too long. Just have to buy some, like 40 Lloyd's Talismans. Or Undead Hunter charms in this game. I have to kill them. So be it. Oh, headshot. Nice. Yeah, the early game collectathon in this game is a bit annoying. It's one of the reasons why doing runs in this game, especially any percent runs, which this one is not, is not that interesting. Kind of tedious, yeah. Suterasus, your chat is cooked. Clearly, you're the only one actively chatting, so it's clearly very cooked. Okay, let's just this. Okay, I think should probably kill the bomb hollow here. I cannot lock onto him. Okay, that's great. Nice. Okay. This place is a freaking death trap. To be quite careful here. Oh my god. Okay, with the dog dead, I mean, if I try to get the grey rat key, I have to kill another dog, so maybe... Kinda wanna kill these dudes. At the same time, it's not gonna be the easiest thing to do. Maybe if I run up here, I can get some distance. Oh my god. These big, hollow enemies just suck. I think we don't even have to actually save Grey Rat this time, because we'll get the candlestick if we just send him to Earthel, and if he dies there. That makes my life quite a bit easier. Don't have to mess with patches or Sigurd. Why did I grab that? Oh my god. Not good. This is the type of situation where doing sorcery only is just awful. Hyper armor simply does not exist in this game. Or hyper armor I think does, but poise does not. Poise certainly doesn't, it's a meaningless stat. Okay, Thrall will get here.
Not complete. I do.
It gives you just the most useless ring in the game. What a legend. I wonder if the blue tearstone ring has actually saved anyone. Yo chat, comment if anyone's been saved by the blue tearstone ring. Have to get that engagement up.
Oh, I just... Heavens, thank you. Goodbye.
Now I have to do the classic FromSoft quest line of just reloading the area 5 times. Great game design, by the way. Heaven, she was already dead. As expected, no one has been saved by the blue tearstone ring, because it's useless.
Huh? You, whatever I might well.
Yes, go to the undead settlement.
And
Fuck off. Okay. I have a few more errands to run before we can actually get to some half-interesting gameplay. I think first thing I should do probably is get the golden scroll and get the dusk crown. If I even remember where dusk crown is. I think I do. It's near the white tree, near the crab. I'm getting golden scroll just for hidden form or invis, or I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called. Yeah, no, it's not hidden form. That's I think Elden Ring. Fashion souls, yeah, of course, fashion souls. That's why we're getting the dust crown. Certainly not for the buff it gives you to magic, or the fashion. The only question is, will I be able to get it and get out alive? This evil crustacean is after me. No, don't. I'm not a pussy, I'm not quitting out. I'm gonna take the punishment. That's right. Get fucked. Okay, dust count. Now we can go. There's only one person left watching. What a sad story. Who is Anki yapping to?
Oh, it would. Ash.
Welcome. Farewell, me.
Ugh. This fucking game. Not halfway fortress. This game is like the opposite of DS1 now that I think about it. Like DS1 is very vertical, and the early game is a lot better than the late game. The bosses kind of suck, but the areas are great, and it's kind of a colorful game. I mean, it's not really, but this game is the exact opposite. The bosses are great, the areas suck. It's all very gray and drab.
Well, what is if you...
And the early game is a lot worse than the late game. Now we have Griggs. Now we can finally do something. Do you actually need anything from her? Don't think so.
Ashen one.
Welcome. Then take.
Touch the darkness.
Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated.
Okay, I think that's fine.
Farewell, Ashen Maid.
Do I have enough money left to buy anything, any spells though? Should have thought about that.
What?
Hey, I'm new to streaming. I don't have the attention, don't have the ability to divide my attention yet.
Oh, it's not more.
Hidden body. Okay, it's hidden body in this game. Pestilent Mist is very important. That's going to be paramount to killing Midir later, because it does percentage damage instead of doing flat magic damage. Which is very relevant, actually. I can get a ember outside here, which will allow me to buy great heavy soul arrow, which is, I think, it's gonna be our workhorse spell till we get something better in the profane capital. Still have no clue why these annoying ass fog walls appear in Firelink Shrine. God, it feels like I'm so scatterbrained today.
Ashen One.
Back.
Great heavy soul arrow.
Come again.
Great soul arrow is also decent because it gives you. It's faster than heavy soul arrow, but I think it does more damage. Maybe, not quite sure. But we're gonna go with great heavy just for the extra damage. Would be very nice would be to go and kill Sage actually, because we're gonna have to do that anyway. We could use Pestilent Mist, but I feel like that's probably not gonna be worth it. I think I can just do it with a great heavy soul arrow. I just have to parry him, which is fine. I forgot to ask, but is the game volume fine, or is it a bit too loud maybe? Compared to my voice. Oh, that's decent damage, we can work with that. Oh, this stupid attack. I'm gonna get hit by that, yeah. Dust Crown is kind of not good in this fight. 'Cause it increases the amount of damage you take from magic. The parries certainly aren't worth this. So they don't even really give me much of an advantage here. Sunspine? Okay, that's nice. Suterra Sus. I have a strange feeling that's not your real name, though. Thinking killing these clones is probably going to be a good idea. Jesus, okay. Oh. God damn it. That was kind of expected. It's Saslik Suterra Sus. Sus. Ah, interesting name. What country are you from, if I may ask? A very strange name to have on a birth certificate. Can't say I've ever heard that one before. Certainly not a biblical name, is it? Like Jonah or Isaac. From Papua New Guinea. I didn't know they had internet there. Oh, would you look at that? Very international audience here. An audience of one person, but okay, man. This is a tragedy, man. I guess Crystal Sage is also one of my least favorite bosses. I mean, he's better than Half-Light, to be fair. Okay. Okay, what is this? I'm just fucking trolling at this point. What is this? I can't even parry him. At least we can hear the soundtrack. Can't say I've ever heard it before for this long. Even during my fist run, probably. That was, yeah, quite certainly faster than this. Yeah, there's just no way I'm doing this. Yeah, there's just no way. I think I'm gonna, maybe I should take the crown off. Just maybe. Oh, my bunny is running around. Hope he doesn't eat any of the cables. Or my guitars. Guitar straps. Seems to be a favorite of his. I feel like the reduction in magic defenses is gonna outweigh the damage I deal in this battle. Oh my god. Amazing RNG as always. And the damage isn't that much worse. Cast speed is awful though. Cast speed isn't great. Hey, he just spawned in to teleport away. This fight is just it's not good. Oh my god. What's even the alternative at this point? Even if I kill Abyss Watchers, I guess I could. Yeah, I could. That would give me more HP. I could level my HP. Yeah, that would actually be very helpful, I feel. ancient forest spirit gives me with Wi-Fi. With that explains a lot. Is this ancient forest spirit in the room with us right now? Absolutely. Well, I mean, there's not much I can say to that. These guys' these Corgans' aggro range is very weird. Somehow I didn't have the dark race follow me here. Surprising. All my family are watching you. Interesting. They're all sitting behind the computer just watching my stream. I'm not doing the no-hit strats here for this area. No. That's fine. Oh my god, maybe it's not. I was too quick to speak. I just don't like ranged damage in this game. It doesn't feel great. Yeah, my damage against this dude is great, so let's say that. Abyss Watchers is a very overrated boss fight in my opinion. Not a very interesting or fun boss. It might leave a good impression on your first playthrough, but I feel on subsequent playthroughs it's just very... It's annoying, really, just having the multiple Abyss Watchers after you, and... Okay, Red-Eyed Abyss Watcher, why the hell are you not after the main one? What is this? Second phase should be quite free though. Maybe not. My cast speed is so bad that I wouldn't be surprised if this was actually kind of difficult. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. That was a fine battle. We invented a computer-like thing made of hay, no GPU or CPU required, smooth 60 FPS, no computers or mobiles here. That's impressive, man. I guess that's the power of the Force Spirit for you. Man or woman, I'm not even sure. I guess your whole family then. Very impressive for your family to invent such a thing. I should actually get this. Goodness. Yeah, good old Forest Spirit. Nice. What an interesting stream this has been. You're my one true and honest fan. Sutera Sus. I think I can probably take out Volnir with this as well. This setup. My pleasure, yeah. Thank you. Been my pleasure as well. I'm thinking, should I split this playthrough into 2 streams? I feel like that might be good. Like it isn't long. To be fair, it's like 3 hours. 3 or 4 hours to play through a whole game this way. But I mean, I'm not very experienced at streaming, so that's quite a long time for me to be speaking. I'm thinking I might also get more viewers that way. Cheeky. 'Cause yeah, I don't play this game for fun. I play it for the money. I don't stream for fun. It's only for the money. To get famous and to make a lot of money. Yeah, so the free aiming here isn't gonna be great. Ah, this is rough. The damage is fine. Can I donate, please? I don't think you can. I'm not monetized. Quite sure. Also, I think like you should probably keep your New Guinea shillings to yourself. Your family probably needs them more than I do. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Now we rich? Yeah, I don't know I don't think you can donate. I don't think so. I'm not diametrically opposed to it. But I don't think you can donate. Sorry. But do please share the word. Share the stream and get the word out, the good word. I am fighting the good fight here. On my music/variety channel. Why am I even doing this?
Back. Go.
All I'm doing is just probably humiliating myself in front of you. So slick Sutera. Sutera Sus. No Warus. I hope so. I hope so. Okay, I'm thinking, do I actually need to... Hidden body isn't that important, actually. I think this is fine. I'm gonna level some health, though. This is kind of rough right now. Yeah, 9 vitality. Vigor, sorry. That's bad.
Farewell, Ashen Maiden.
I feel like 20 is just the kind of the golden zone for vigor in this game. We are not too peachy, but you also don't get one shot by everything. Halloween special video coming up. From you? Or do you mean, am I going to do a Halloween special video? You. I mean, what would I do for Halloween? Write a spooky song. I'm not too good at that. You have to help me here. I'm not an ideas person. Okay. I think Pestilent Mist shouldn't make him teleport away. Is my hope. I have to recast it though. Ah, that's a shame. Oh my god, this guy's awful, isn't he? Oh my god. Yeah, I hate this dude. Scuffed horror game. You know, that's a good idea. It's a very good idea, in fact. I don't know if there's actually been a run in the past 2 or 3 years where I've died this much to Crystal Sage. That's kind of what happens with sorcerers, I suppose. It's not that he's hard, it's not that his attacks are that like difficult to dodge, it's just that they're so annoying. And because I can't attack fast, I can't disrupt him, I can't riposte him, which is how I usually would fight him, it just becomes very annoying. Oh my god, can you please just stop it for 1 second? He just doesn't stop. These slow moving crystals are just the worst. Just so bad. Okay, that should be second phase now. Even staff melee for the clones would help a lot. Oh, this is the one actually. Nice. Great. I can't kill the clones fast enough. That's the problem. Because this spell is so slow, and I wonder if I use Pestilent Mist in second phase, does that also keep him from teleporting, or is it only in first phase? Because I know the Grand Archives one, it completely just halts the teleportation. But I'm not so sure about this dude. Should be a safe distance here. So if this does work, then this is a good strat. Okay, nice. Perfect. Get cheese, bozo. First try, man. So easy. Easiest fight in my life. El Bozo. Indeed. time to de-attune this, because it literally has like no use for me. The next fight's actually... Wait. Deacons, though. It could help with deacons. It does percentage-based damage. I'm fairly sure, at least. Maybe it has some sort of flat damage as well, which would make it pretty bad for a group of small enemies. Oh, the Titanite Lizard just ran away. And also, Slicksoterra, you're really my only true fan. You and your whole family. Know that I greatly appreciate this kindness. Paladin's Ashes. Very useful item to get. And now for a very overrated area in my opinion. Cathedral of the Deep. A lot of people really seem to like this area, and I don't know why. I'm thinking, could I do Sister Feed early by cheesing second phase with Pestilent Mist? Because everything apart from the second phase, like Third and Thirst, is very easy for me. But the second phase is, especially with ranged attacks, I'm pretty sure Sister Feed becomes a lot more aggressive towards you if you start using ranged attacks. My family loves you. I love them too, very dearly. I'm guessing you have quite a few brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters. Yeah, okay, nice, nice. Hello, Suterra, Sus's brothers and sisters, the whole family. Okay, I want to see how good it is against smaller enemies. Okay, what? Come on. Yeah, so... I mean, that's kind of good. That's not bad at all, actually. That makes me think. Surely this would be pretty good against the deacons. They're, I'm guessing, pretty resistant to magic as well, would be my... I would guess. The spell they drop. Oh, we should get Saintry Belvine. Of course, of course, of course, of course. Yeah, I have to remember that. Very important item to get in this run. They can't speak or read, so they don't understand you, but they love you. Well, love is a universal language, as they say. So, actually, I'm not sure that's actually a saying, but... We roll with it? We roll with it. Hidden body just cheeses this area completely. Very nice. You have... Just lasts for a very short period in this game. Compared to... like Elden Ring or... It just runs out right away. It's like... I think it's 15 seconds. It's like nothing. Okay, this guy's still angry at me. Oh yeah, I don't have the silencing ring, of course, yeah. They can hear me. They can't see me, but they can hear me. Oh my god, Jesus. Flashbanged me. I'm taking the shortcut elevator because I'm a little scaredy boy. I'm a rabbit. Let me stare into your soul. Saintry Belvine. Saintry Belvine. It won't be much help in this boss fight, but in general, Saintry Belvine, very good item. Very, very good item. I mean, we won't be using it for too long, just because we'll be able to get Grey Rat to go pillage and get us the Scholar's Candlestick. But before we get the candlestick, it's very useful. I think I can actually go through here if I use it in body. It's gonna be faster. Nice animation cancel there. Yeah, so this won't be that useful here, just because cast speed doesn't really matter, especially because we have the Sage's Ring as well, and because we're using Pestilent Mist, which, you know, is damage over time, so it's not really going to be hard to get a cast off. And it would really be like useful if we had the if we didn't use if we weren't going for the Scholar's Candlestick, then it would be very useful actually. And I'm kind of like thinking, is it worth it though? Because 15% attack damage, which is I think how much it gives, is very good. But at the same time, having slow cast speed is also just devastating. Attack damage doesn't matter if you can't even hit the enemy. Oh, that hit me. Forgot to buy a dagger as well. Just shows you how how in the game I am. I mean, damage is pretty good. I just have to hurt them into this. Oh, okay, he just... The dude we have to kill doesn't want to go in there. Oh, come on, man. What the... Are they smart or something? What's this? Okay, I'm taking the Saintry Belvine. I don't care. I guess this boss is also very bad, right? I feel like most people don't realize how bad and annoying this boss can be if you're doing like no hit runs or if you're doing low damage challenge runs. fist only, for example, one of the hardest bosses fist only. Especially because of second phase. Second phase has... and I have a one spells either. Second phase has like a curse attack, which if you don't interrupt, you're just dead. It just insta kills you. They seem to have pretty middling magic defenses, not too high. Even with the Saintry Bellvine, this attack speed is just awful, man. Really is. Like, I've played this game with Pyromancies and Miracles before quite a bit. And I mean, it's not even just comparable how much better those do in the early... Not in the early game, but just in general. Miracles are quite kind of difficult in the early game, mainly because you can't really get them before killing Vort. And they don't deal that much damage right away. I'd say they're still like a lot better than sorceries. Okay. See how good this is against the main honcho here. He doesn't have any qualms with staying inside it, thankfully. I feel like the Fat Deacons might just out-heal it. Instead of just what I'm kind of afraid of. You see, they're doing this curse attack, which if it charges, it just starts cursing you. I don't mean this curse orb, or not curse orb, but this like dark magic orb. That's like that doesn't really matter. Who cares? How freaking long is this fight? I think going with Pestilent Mist was the right call though. Because hitting them without Pestilent Mist would have been rough, man. Would have been pretty bad. And that's the early game done, I'd say. Still only one viewer. Oh, I remember the times when I had 4 viewers.
Back up.
Those were the glory days.
Come again.
I'm thinking, should I...
Well,
what should I level?
Then hey.
Our endurance is really bad, but at the same time, intelligence, you have to kind of... To get decent damage, you have to be like 60 intelligence. It's just kind of how it is, this game.
Did what?
Oh.
Okay, he's back. Yeah, we have to send him
Goodbye.
to Earthil now. I think I have to cross the bridge for him to get the prompt to go to Earthil. I wonder if killing the Pontiff Beast is gonna be worth it. I don't think so. Don't think I need the ring from him. I don't think it procs with Pestilent Mist. It wouldn't really matter anyway, because it's percentile damage, right? And I can try killing him. not that hard. Ah, didn't get a headshot. That's bad. This guy's kind of rough, honestly. Oh, frick off, man, that was bullshit. That was actually bullshit. Just tanked that vault and I didn't even get hit by it. Oh my god. I expected this to be like a pretty fast playthrough, like that I'd already be in the DLC at this point, time-wise, but I guess it kind of makes sense that I wouldn't be, purely because my gaming performance seems to be like 5 times worse than usual, due to streaming, I'm guessing. I think it's kind of expected, though. Like it's when you're, like if you're playing live, an instrument live, your performance just goes way down. Oh, wow, oh. I'm too invested to not kill him now. Yeah, this is something you would usually do with a melee weapon, let's be honest. I could try, like, I don't know, it's probably not worth it. I don't think it boosts Pestilent Mist. And even if it did, I think all your ring slots are full anyway when doing Sorcerer. So it wouldn't be that helpful, I feel. And that's just under the premise that it even would proc with Pestilent Mist, and even if it procs, it would like boost the damage, which I'm not sure of at all. This is one of the places where I really like Hidden Body, especially near the dogs later on in Irithyll, which is like, has to be probably my least favorite part of the whole game is Irithyll. It's just not fun. It's just like, people say Scholar of the First Sin has awful enemy placements. This place just, it's just awful, man. Especially the dogs. If they fixed the teleporting dogs, this game would be like, just, it would be a huge difference, I'll be honest. If I remember correctly, the magic clutch ring is here. After a illusory wall. Up there somewhere. And here. Yeah. Nice. This is just gonna make us even weaker. Like the clutch ring wasn't enough. Like the crown wasn't enough. Oh my god, this is just one of the worst ganks in the game here. I'm gonna go to Distant Manor and then I'm gonna send Grey Rat to be here. I know that I have Sage's Ring and the Bellvine in my hand, which they don't stack. You can't like double dip with those. So I just kind of forgot to put on sword ring. I doubt it would have mattered even for the beacons. I wonder if, yeah, okay, I was just about to say, I wonder if the pumpkin beast is coming. Clearly he is. Just in case someone watches the VOD. If you're watching this, if you hear this, type 112 in the comments. Huh? More viewer engagement. Yes, thank you, Sutera Sus, but I actually meant I actually meant when the VOD is released. If it gets released, that is. Okay, let's see if Grey Rat is willing to go on a little prowl for us here.
Oh, if the what?
Of course, go pillage.
Goodbye, do.
Goodbye. Yes, we won't be seeing him again. So now the game opens up for us a bit. We can go into Irithyll, or we can go into the dungeon, which I think the dungeon is clearly the more logical place, because then we can get the Soul Spear and we can get Court Sorcerer's Staff, which is the best staff in the game, or none. So if you don't save Grey Rat, he should end up in the sewers dead here, and you can get his ashes, and he will have all the Irithyll items, but he will not be able to get the Lothric Castle items, which or Grand Archives items, which is like, I don't really care. Anyway, it doesn't really matter to me. Dunfire here. Don't remember quite where his ashes spawn. Not there. Not there. Okay. Oh no, I have to kill a boss before that happens. Of course, of course, of course. God, I'm stupid. Yeah, you have to kill a boss, I think. Or... yeah, you have to kill a boss before that happens. Oh. That's fine. We can go kill Yorm. Yeah, we can go kill Yorm. Yorm is gonna be easy. With sorceries, Yorm is a joke. Pestilent Mist can cheese him, and of course a Soul Spear to the head will just kill him in a few shots as well. We should also grab the Dark Clutch Ring from Irithyll Dungeon, just for Great Soul Dregs. And for Deep Soul, we're gonna be using that. Oh, and of course the Dragon Crest Ring, yeah. Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring, that's also located here. I think you needed Jailbreaker's key for it. Sorry, I'm gonna be googling that real fast. Bellowing. Dragon. Crest. Ring. Yes. 3. Bear with me. Okay, it should be fairly easy to get. My controller is making some funny things. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I have to attune Spook, definitely. Hidden Body is a bit of a just a bit overkill here. It's not really useful. Pestilent Mist. Like I could use Pestilent Mist against Yorn, but I feel like just using Great Heavy Soul Arrows or using Soul Spears is gonna be better. What the hell? I think this is the Jailbreaker's key. Yes, indeed it is. Wunderbar. Ooh. Some camera fuckery going on there. Not a big fan of that. With Jailbreaker's key, you'll be able to get the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring here. Just like that. And that's basically our ring setup complete, I think. Should be. So I'm gonna quickly grab the Titanite shard here. Oh my god. Cast speed. Just amazing cast speed. Fucking spell. Ratchet ass spell. This is why you don't want to do sorcery only, like weak mobs like this are just it's just so much easier to even punch to death, to be fair. I could Pestilent Mist this dude, or I could Lloyd's Talisman. Symbol of Avarice, come on. Barely. Ah, no Symbol of Avarice. So this is a very well-known skip here. It's very easy and it's one of my favorite skips in the whole game. It's good on a casual run, it's good on a speed run, it's good on a challenge run. And it's technically doesn't count as a glitch. It skips one of the most annoying sections in the game. And it's very easy to perform, if I didn't already say that. Sadly, we will have to now go into swamp area just for a bit. We have to fight a very annoying NPC. Usually it wouldn't be a problem, but with this setup feel like he is gonna be. I don't think I've ever done a pure sorcery only run in this game. So, I think I've used the melee weapon on him before. Deep Soul might have been a good idea to get, but then I'd have to kill Persuaded Greatwood. It's slower, but it has good tracking. Oh my god. Ooh. Yeah. The decreased magic defense is not gonna be nice here. Doesn't have a lot of health, thankfully. Your cast. Okay, that was very easy. I'm surprised that. I thought that was gonna be like a challenge here. Apparently not. Yeah, I think this was the. That. I wonder if it has better scaling. Okay, it doesn't. Unupgraded, it does. To a certain point, the certain stat spread, the normal sorcerer's staff is better, outperforms the court sorcerer's staff. Please don't hit me, you fucker. Yeah, maybe I should buy some homeward bones. I've used an exceedingly high amount of them this one. Because my pathing hasn't been, my route hasn't been very good. Hasn't been ideal.
Back up.
I have something for you all.
This
back.
I'm
Soul spear. Nice. Isn't that
Coming.
expensive, thankfully. This is just a very nice general use spell. Just something that works well in most scenarios. I think I'm gonna keep
Ashen
those
One.
souls to transpose them. Okay, let's do Yorm. Yorm should not be a problem. Yorm is probably one of my most consistent no-hit bosses, doing no-hit any percent, so you'd think I'd be able to do him pretty easily. But today has been kind of a weird day when it has come to boss fights. I wonder if Pestilent Mist is gonna be a faster kill for him, or Soul Spear. I feel like Soul Spear ought to be faster. Alright, Yorm. Oh, that's not good damage. It's worse than I thought. Why did it go then? Whoa. Yeah, that... I don't have an explanation for that. That's very shameful. I wonder if I don't think I hit him in the head for the first time. So I feel like that would have done a lot more damage to him. 1000 seems very low, because I don't think he has any magic defense, really. And I know my weapon is very low level at this point, but that shouldn't really matter that much. I could go and upgrade the Court Sorcerer staff. I thought I was going to do that after this boss fight, though. Ooh, I should maybe get the Shield of Want as well. Yeah, that's kind of a big boost. That's like 20% more souls. No, it's 1000. That's rough. Okay, but it's a 2-hit stun. And when stunned, okay, that's a lot better. Ah, but I don't have enough to cast it more times. That's unfortunate. Nope. Not spook, come on. For me, the thing with Bjorn's moveset is I'm very comfortable with him when I'm up close to him, because that's usually how you fight him, in no-hit and in challenge runs. This, however, is quite the opposite. Like, I have to keep my distance from him. That does not make me comfortable. That's a very fast attack. Like its most deadly attack here. Ooh, perfect timing. Just a bit too late there. And that just whiffed him, barely. And that's the play. Okay, not very clean. In fact, pretty awful. But, better than nothing. I think I'll head to Ash Lake just to get the Shield of Want and to... I don't know if I'll even take the upgrade materials there, because it's not like I really need them that much. Kinda be nice, I guess. Let's see how many... You have 3 Titanite shards and 1 large Titanite shard. Yeah, that's not great. Not great. 9...
Ash.
I mean, surely a +3 Court Sorcerer staff is going to be better than a +4 normal one. I hope. No, in fact not. Not even very close. Oh,
Pretty big.
curious.
Well, then take no. Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels. Very well.
Be
Then
probably a good idea to get more health, just because I have so many items that just reduce my damage absorption. I don't have a good armor set. You know what, which I could grab a decent armor set. It's not like my staff weighs that much. I'll be honest, one of the things that I also really dislike about running Dark Souls 3 is just if you want to have the optimal route, you almost always want to go into this Demon Ruins, Catacombs of Karthus, Ash Lake, Smoldering Lake area early on. Like right after Abyss Watchers, before Crystal Sage, and right at the start of the game basically. It's just not a fun area to run through, and you have to run through it. It takes a while. Okay, so my damage isn't great, honestly. Oh my god. Oh. Go the heck off. No, wrong Estus Flask, Jesus. Really showing my hours in this game. Can't even kill a simple demon. Get on with, oh my god, what the hell? They usually don't just instantly rematerialize like that. Yeah. Sometimes it's quite often people come to this area even in hitless runs. And it's kind of spooky because it's very easy to get hit here if you mistime your rolls. And there's kind of a weird place where you can actually get frame trapped, which is not nice, which is coming out of a small cave after going to Crystal Lizard. So it has only happened to me a few times, never during a hitless run though, thankfully. But this area, those arrows can shoot you actually. And if you're not fast enough, or if you don't bait one out, you're gonna get hit. Almost guaranteed. And you of course can't run from those arrows as well. I'm not sure at which point the Court Sorcerer's staff becomes a better upgrade, a better staff than at the normal one. As you can see, right now it's lagging quite a bit behind. Usually one upgrade level isn't that much for catalysts, spell tools. Might be that only at 60 it's stronger. I know it's pretty close. You can hear that ballista firing, and it can shoot you through here. The problem is if you don't have your audio on, which I usually don't when I'm playing alone, you might not hear it. It might be quite hard to time that. This part is also strange. Basically, you see this sandworm do his animation, or its animation, and you you actually want to time it with the ballista bolts, which I did not do right now, but I'm not doing gonna get my repair if I get to. I think a lot of people know about this, but you can just go here and wait for the ballista to kill the sandworm. It takes a little time, but it's worth it. Especially in this run, the undead bone shard drops is very useful. For some reason, Ashen Estus is a lot less efficient than normal Estus. And he's dead. Okay, nice. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. I could also go and kill old Demon King. He shouldn't be too bad with Soul Spear. I think he's weak to magic anyway. I mean, my magic adjustment or magic spell buff is pretty good. So Soul Spear should make quite quick work of him. What I'm really worried about is Aldrich. Aldrich is just awful with spells. He has, I think, some of the highest spell resistance, some of the highest magic resistance there is in the game. And it is a fight I'm very bad at. One of my weakest fights, to be honest. And I have practiced him. Not like I'm not familiar with his moveset. It's more that I'm really bad at dodging him. Old Demon King is one of those bosses that's okay. I should get further away from him. Yeah, Old Demon King is one of those bosses that's a lot easier ranged. He has some of the most well, okay. He doesn't have the most annoying attacks, but his attacks are kind of annoying. When you're up close to him. Oh, more fun. Wait. Okay, crisis averted. Yeah. How many upgrade materials do I have right now? I'm 9. Okay, so I need 3 more. You know, I could get them from dungeon or from Irithil, but I think, like, surely I just go and kill Dancer and get those from there. Like, it shouldn't really make such a big difference.
What?
Dancer's a pretty easy boss anyway, so kinda should be fine. That sorcerer stuff is still better. Oh, it's kind of unexpected. Don't need that, we don't need that. Okay.
Ashen one.
Well, then hey.
I kind of want to upgrade my dex just for the cast speed. I feel like
Farewell, Ashen Mink.
damage is kind of nice though. Ooh, now okay, now it's better. After like 40, I think it gets better. Yeah, yeah. See, it was lagging a bit behind, but now it's gone up. It's also more upgraded, of course. So maybe not yet. Which definitely shows you that you could just use the normal catalyst the whole way through and it wouldn't really matter. Wouldn't change too much, especially if you're not doing a full spell build like I am. This is definitely a fight where the Soul Spear is gonna be my best bet. And see much of a use for Pestilent Mist here. Especially because my damage should be fairly decent. Don't really see her being very difficult. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's very good damage. The stamina consumption is a bit rough though. Then again, we're just doing a min-maxed spell build, not an actual useful. Yeah, the stamina is pretty bad. I feel like I really should upgrade that. It kind of bottlenecks my DPS. Again, she's acting quite differently compared to when you fight her melee. Which, you know, I have quite a bit of experience with her due to fighting her fists only and at the start of the game with a non-upgraded weapon. It does teach you how to fight her quite well. But even then, you can see I get hit quite easily when using ranged builds. I need 3 more shards, large titanite shards. The fastest way is probably just killing these knights. Yeah. They're not resistant to magic either. They have a guaranteed large titanite shard drop. I have hidden body, I can just run past them, I think. You heard nothing. Resume your pathing. What would be useful here? Not even sure. Okay, so FP would be, I feel like is just kind of a bottleneck as well here. Now I need to go and collect a bunch of large titanite shards. Oh yeah. Or large, or titanite chunks, sorry. I think this armor is technically better than my current armor. Like a very basic armor to use during runs. Because it gives very good elemental resistances. And it's very light. Kind of reminds me of the gold hemmed set from Dark Souls 1. Well, that one is quite a bit stronger, comparatively. That's like the most common light armor build armor in the game. Yeah, this place is just... place is, is something else now. I was afraid that would happen. The ironic thing is I could have used hidden body this whole time, so... kind of my own fault there. Where's my blood stain? I'm guessing it's somewhere back there. Okay. My damage against these dudes is very good though. Undeniably. .900 is wrong. It's not pyromancy damage numbers, but it's good. Pyromancy is kind of hard to beat in this game as well. Anyway, so I feel like sorcery kind of got the short end of the stick in this game. Like with pyromancies, you have a few very powerful spells. A few very powerful weapons. With same with miracles. With miracles, you have some very high DPS you can do. You know how? Like with like magic, it kind of feels like you're more limited. Like there are more kind of utility spells, I guess. And you can deal with most bosses fairly easily, even magic resistant ones. Whereas in pyromancy, you kind of have to use boulder Heave for a lot of the magic resistant bosses, or the fire resistant bosses, like demon princes and like Midir and maybe even Gale. Like Black Flame and Black Fire Orb also work against demon princes, I'd say. But Midir, definitely not. You're not getting anywhere with Midir if you're using those. Chaos Bed Vestiges and Black Fire Orb. The very nice thing with miracles and pyromancies though is their cast speed is a lot faster. I'm not sure if they're more FP efficient, possibly, but they are a lot faster. And but you don't have as many, like you don't have the candlestick, for example, which is a fairly big buff actually. What's this random bum ass hollow doing here? What the fuck? I've never seen any of them run this far. What the hell? They don't usually even follow you down the ramp or the drop-off near the night. So seeing one come here is... well, it's a bit jarring. What is he doing? Oh my god. Surely he won't jump down here. Right? Oh, that's beautiful. Side night chunk. Ah, no. I wonder if you can use Pestilent Mist on these guys without waking them up. I guess you could. Like, it seems logical. Meteor is surprisingly easy with sorcery only, actually, in this game. Like, he's very resistant to magic, but it doesn't matter because Pestilent Mist does percentage damage, so it's just very strong against him. You could use Pestilent Mist against any boss, and it'd be decent. Any bigger boss would just get destroyed by Pestilent Mist, and even smaller bosses are fine, I'd say. Ripped. Did not get what we wanted. 11. I need one more. Could go Consumed King's Garden, but I hate that area, and I'd rather go there and just run straight to the boss, and not go back to Shrine to upgrade my weapon. Oh man, what is this? What the fuck? Fucking bum ass hollows here. Get fucking dodge. Oh! Ooh my god. That curse attack is rough, man. That works. Forgot that I don't have any homeward bones. Well, if I'm going to Osiris anyway, it shouldn't matter because I'll be able to kill Champion Gundyr and that'll give me the broken coil sword. Yeah, coil sword fragment, I think it's called. I'm surprised 2 people are still watching this, to be fair, to be honest.
Ashen one.
What needs smithing this day?
What needs smithing this day? I'll tell you what. Yeah, as you can see, now that when I level it up, it hardly gives anything, any more spell buff. 200 is fine. I don't think I need to actually go
Well,
beyond this.
Then
See, I think it was 201. If I level it up once more,
farewell, Ashen Me.
should be okay. It's okay.
Well,
4 points.
Then take
That's pretty significant, actually. Oh, this feels so painful.
farewell, Ashen
That
Me.
could be bigger. Be bigger. But 234. That's good. That's really good. That gives me a bit of hope with Osiris. Yeah. Maybe I should do Pontiff first. I think Pontiff shouldn't be too hard. I'm not good with Pontiff though. Really bad with Pontiff. Cause I always parry him, and if you parry him, you don't have to learn his fight. Just the sad truth. I could parry him and then use a spell, I suppose. That could work. Not a very hard strategy. Like, killing Pontiff wouldn't unlock anything new for me. Oh, Grey Rat's dead. Yes, finally. Lowly thief. Oh, I'm getting pretty tired.
And oh, huh.
Okay, Scholar's Candlestick.
Ashen,
This is what we were looking for. This is a pretty decent boost, actually. So now our build is, I would say, basically complete. You know, I think I should go and kill... kill Dragon Slayer armor, just so I can level up some. I'm thinking I should level up Dexterity or Attunement. Go for kinda necessary though. Oh. Dragon Slayer armor isn't gonna be a challenge. Probably. He isn't very strong to, very resistant to magic at all. You know, why not? Let's do the buff here. Ooh, that's juicy. 2 hit phase transition. I'm not sure that's long enough. Usually doesn't. Yep. Okay, one of them is doing the laser, that's fine. What's the other one doing? Also the laser, that's fine. This ought to be like one of the only attacks I can attack on. Those 2 attacks that you just did back to back. This too. Surprisingly, this is very easy. if anyone is still watching, do you think I should kill Osiris and champion Gundyr and then maybe call it today? Call it quits for today? Because I am pretty tired and it's like, oh my god, it's 2:40 a.m. Not good.
Ashen.
I'm pretty doubtful anyone's actually
Ashen.
going to answer in the chat,
Well,
but
very then hey.
you know, a man can hope.
Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity. Farewell, Ashen Wami.
You know, okay, that's pretty decent levels, I think. What's my spell buff here? Yeah, 237. If you level beyond 60, it's just very diminishing returns. You don't get much of anything from there. So now it's probably going to be mostly endurance, I think, that I'm gonna level. Kind of feels like endurance is the only logical thing to level here. Maybe attunement as well. As much as I want to level dexterity, I feel like it's... You have to invest a lot for it to actually make a big difference. Compared to attunement or endurance where it just affects your performance a lot more. Let's pray that Osiris is gonna be decent and not gonna be just completely awful. Like he usually is. I should be able to tank one charge, one insta charge, so that should be fine. As long as you can tank one insta charge from him, it's fine. If you can't do that, then it's bad. Okay, then it's bad. Yeah, this is pretty. This is like middling damage, but it's middling damage, but
Dear little
it's kind of
Ocelot,
worth.
where have you gone? Are you hiding from me? Come out. Come out. Don't be afraid.
This guy has
You are born a child of dragons. What could you
Hey,
possibly
he's
fear?
using pestilent mist like me.
Now, show yourself, Ocelot. My dear little Ocelot.
And he's spamming it. Fine by me. Hey, this is actually pretty decent damage. Fucking insta charge, man.
Ignorance.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Forget.
Just double hit there. That's tragic. I'll be honest, I did not expect dying on Osiris to be a thing here. Not the most surprising thing that's happened, I suppose. Dying on Crystal Sage like 4 times was more embarrassing, probably. And I have to deal with this fucking... There's some really weird jank with him where he can teleport onto the elevator if you go down. Let's see if it happens. Yeah, it happened. And sometimes he can teleport on you even. which is especially strange and concerning. 'Cause then he like falls on you, and if you're doing hitless, that's of course a hit. That sucks. So there's some weird thing where you can bait him to do like a very specific attack. Oh my. Now these guys' cycles are probably all messed up and I actually could have gotten higher damage there. Didn't have the young dragon ring on. I think it's like 7% that young dragon ring boosts your damage, which means like it might actually be smarter using Sage's ring for damage. Okay, I mean that's a sizable boost.
Dear little Ocelot, where have you gone? Are you hiding from me? Come out. Come out. Don't be afraid. You were born a child of dragons. What could you possibly fear? Now, show yourself,
Has to be
Ocelot.
this tragic there.
My dear
Absolutely
little Ocelot.
tragic. You're the pestilent mist, please. Yes.
Ignorant slaves.
Oh my god, one shot.
Forget.
I did not expect that to one-shot me. Yeah, Dust Crown, man. Dust Crown is just... It's rough. I know this boss was gonna be quite rough, but maybe not this rough. Yeah, but you know, it's almost 3 AM for me. And it's been a longer stream than yesterday's stream. I'm not a streamer. I'm not used to this kind of deal. So you know what? That's gonna be it for today. Maybe I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, maybe not. We will see. Anyway. Thanks for joining me if you did, and if you didn't, have a good night still. Yes, good night. Bye.